Alright, YouTube, welcome back to Rob's RC Insanity. Don't look like we're going to get to run Big Boy today, so I've got it sitting over here in the corner. Let's walk over here and take a look at it. I've got it sitting over here in the corner. Let my Loctite dry, and I hate it. I really wanted to run this today. But first 20 feet or so as I went out, I guess the grub screw backed out, motor started spinning and wasn't going anywhere, so 6S was too much. I didn't have it tight enough, so we're letting that dry. So I figured I would pull this guy down here. This is my ZMT Thunder. My ZD Racing. It's my Thunder ZMT10. It's beat all pieces, as you can tell, but I've had a blast with this truck. I've had a blast with it. I've put it back together more times than I can count, but it's a fun truck. I believe one of the diffs is about to give in it again. A lot of crunching going on, but as I always say, you run them till they don't run no more, and then you rebuild them. So that's what we're gonna do. I've just got a little, let's see, little 5200 milliamp Cycom 2S battery in it. 30C discharge, nothing crazy. It's muddy as hell, so we're just gonna play. Even on 2S, this thing cooks. It does. This thing is just, it's just as fun for me on 2S as it is 3. This thing is, especially off-road, this thing is so much fun. It handles great. I've got the suspension set up good. I've got good tires on it. Got the ride height just about where I want it. She does squat in the back on acceleration, but that just keeps her planted. Tires don't really balloon or anything too bad, so. But again, I'm only on 2S, so. I tell you, that's something I have learned in this hobby. As you start adding power, you start breaking shit. Oh no, I turned over. I've got her turtled. But as you start adding power, you definitely start breaking stuff. So if you've got one that you enjoy running, you can run it on 2S or 3S, you're better off to stick with it, especially bashing. Now as far as speed runs, then, you know, that's a different story. You want more power with speed runs because you're trying to hit a certain number. But if you're doing what I'm doing right now, you're just out here piddling, out here just messing around and playing. Man, 2S is plenty. Look at this thing go. I mean, it is going. And you can, like I said, you can have, oh yeah, you can just have just as much fun. Especially when it's muddy like this. We've had snow and it's finally starting to melt off. Well, I can hear them gears. Woo! I can hear them gears just a crunching. They're gonna give any time now. But man, it's been like this for a couple months now, and they're still hanging on. And I've got other gears for it. I don't want to tear it apart. Thing's a pain. So I'm gonna run her till she don't run no more. I mean, this thing cuts on a dime. The steering is amazing on this truck. Sounds terrible. It's running. They're running well. I do have a lot of spare parts for this truck because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know this thing was garbage out of the box. I've had to do a lot of work to this thing to get it to where it's at now. It sucks. I spent that much money and just had to spend that much more just to make a halfway decent RC out of it. I was very disappointed, but now I like it. I get her out every now and again and do just what I'm doing now. Get her out and just kind of bash around with it, have a good time. Good little truck. Nothing fancy. I do have a light kit on it. I don't have it hooked up right now. I've got it on a separate power source, like I do a couple of my other ones. It runs off of a 9-volt battery. It's got headlights, tail lights, and I think underglows. I'm not sure. Let me check it out and see. I think I've just got I've got dual headlights. And yeah, that's all I've got. I've got dual headlights and single tail lights. That's all I've got on it. But it looks good at nighttime. It looks real good. That's a good little truck, though. It's not one I mind getting dirty. So I was gonna bring my big rock out today, but man, I don't want to get it in all this muck and crap. So I opted against that one. We'll have to get it back out another day when it's not so nasty. This is a fun little truck to just to beat around on. This is what it was made for. When I first got it, I was all about, you know, how fast can I get it and this, that. And that's not what these are made for. This is what these are made for right here. Get out and beat on them in the grass and the mud and just tear it up. That's what they're made for. My wife's been fussing at me about the grass. I'm like, well, you know, it happens. And the diffs are a weak point on these vehicles. They're fun. And if you take care of them and you do things right, they will, you know, you'll be able to enjoy them. Thing jumps great. But don't be surprised. You go to putting, damn, that's a good jump. 3S in them, shit's gonna start breaking. They say they're 3S capable, but this is a 2S truck. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush about it. That's what it is. It's a 2S truck. The diffs can't handle much more than that. They just the stamped metal Chinese metal that they make shit out of just is not. Ooh. It's just not strong enough. Uh-oh, I just broke something. They're just not strong enough to handle. They're not strong enough to handle the 3S power, so I just had something come loose on me. Oh, I see what happened. A-arm broke on me. Uh-oh. Oh well. Let's bring it back in here. It's gonna take some serious cleaning before I can fix that. At least I didn't lose nothing. I've still got my drive shaft. If I'm not mistaken, this is an A-arm that I glued back together at one other point. The good news is I have got about 4 of these A-arms, and it did not come loose at the pin, which is awesome because that's when they're a pain. They come loose at the pin, it usually bends the pin, and they're hard to get off. So, yeah, I believe this is one I've glued back together before. You can see the super glue in there. Wow, it held up longer than I thought it would. Anyhow, that is a run of the, let's get her back up here where it don't look so pitiful. Mud off my hands. That was a run of the ZMT Thunder. This is ZD Racing ZMT10 monster truck. A lot of fun. Enjoy bashing it. Again, like I said, if you don't want to disappoint yourself or be disappointed, just use it as a 2S truck. Get you a good 2S LiPo. Like I've got a 5200 milliamp. Gives you plenty of run time. Just have fun with it. It don't have to be super fast. I think this thing will still run about 40 miles an hour on a 2S, which is plenty when you're off-road. So do yourself a favor. If you do get one of these, just keep it on 2S. I've been down that road. I've spent tons and tons and tons of money. You don't want to do that. I'm just trying to be honest with you all and save you some headache. So if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, hit like, hit the bell for your notifications, because we do have the big 6S monster build coming. If I can get everything buttoned up right, it's on its way. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.